This video lecture demonstrates the use of conditional formatting in Excel. In many situations, it is required that some information is highlighted by displaying it in a different style than the other information. So conditional formatting helps us to highlight such information by formatting it in a different style based on some condition or criteria. So let us see which are the various options available in this conditional formatting. This option is available under the Home tab, Conditional Formatting, Highlight Cell Rules. Here we have the options greater than, less than, between, equal to, text that contains a date occurring, duplicate values. Let us use less than option to highlight failure marks. If the passing marks are 40, then less than 40. By default, the Excel selects one style or the format in which the failure marks can be highlighted, or you can go to custom format and select the formatting which is required. Let me select the color red. Click on OK. So the marks which are less than 40 will be highlighted in red color. Click on OK. Like this, we have different options in highlight cell rules. Greater than, for example, if you want to highlight the meritorious students, you can select greater than 95, 90, such values can be given. You can specify a range of values equal to. This option can also be used with the text data. For example, suppose you have one column here as contact address and you want to highlight students in a particular area or city. So text that contains, in this you can mention the area name or name of the city. So only those values, only those addresses will be highlighted. Then date occurring, in this we have different options as yesterday, today, tomorrow, last 7 days, last week, this week, next week, last month, this month, next month. So these options can be used with the date values. In the similar way, we have duplicate values. So here values which are repeating can be highlighted by using duplicate values option. Then we have top bottom rules. So here now at present we have only 5 student details. If you have many students and you want to highlight top 10 or top some students, in that case we can go for this option, that is top bottom rules. In this top 10 items, in this we can select top 3. As we have only 5 students, let us give the number here as 3, top 3. If you have more records, there you can use the option top 10 here. You can select the format which you want, or you can keep the default style selected by Excel. Click on OK. So only those marks or averages will be highlighted which are top 3. In the similar way, we can select top 10% in terms of percentage. If you want to highlight the records, top 10%, bottom 10 items, bottom 10%, above average and below average. So suppose the average of the percentage is say 75 and you want to highlight the students who are above average. So there this option can be used, above average and below average. Other options we have in conditional formatting are data bars, color scales and icon sets. Let me select student marks here in various subjects. So data bars option can be used to represent values in the bar. So this can be used for comparing the values. If length of the bar is more, it represents the more value. So in such situations, the data bars can be used to represent the values. Color scales can also be used for displaying the values in a particular range. Next, we have icon sets. So these can also be used. This can be used for categorizing the values, and a different icon can be selected for every range. Let me show this option. So based on the range of values, it will add icon in the cell based on the value present in that cell. The range values can also be selected by the user. This is selected by the Excel by default. So these can be changed based on our requirement, based on our criterias. For that, you can go to icon sets, more rules. Here you can select. If you want to divide the values in 4 different categories or ranges, in that case you can select these options. Let me select 5 arrows colored. So 5 different icons will be used. Here you can specify the values. Let me select 75. So values or the marks which are more than 75, in those cells the green up arrow will be added. Let us give second value as 60. So the values from 60 to 75 will have this icon. Next value, let us give it as 50 and 40. So like this, the range of values can be selected as per our requirement, and the icon set which is to be inserted in the cell. So you can see here the failure marks. In these cells we have the down arrow. This is how the icon sets can be used to categorize the values into different groups and highlight them. In case these icon sets are not required, or to clear all these formatting, we can use clear rules, and clear rules from the selected cells or the entire sheet. If you select clear rules from selected cells, then the conditional formatting which is applied on these group of cells will be removed. This is how conditional formatting can be used.